Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to talk about SOPs. I'm going to talk about how we create banger SOPs and how we organize them all in our business. So let's just jump into it straight. So first of all, what is it? An SOP, it is a standard operating procedure, and it is a documented step-by-step of how you or your team execute a task. So what it is meant to do is that it's meant to remove guesswork, save time, and create consistency. So if any repetitive task that you do, you should document it and you should create an SOP so you can outsource it also. It's simple and it's not fancy at all, but it's a system anyone can follow, and that is how you scale your business. So you can delegate tasks that you don't want to do, and you can start really small. You can start by like all of these mundane tasks that you have in your business every day, and you can just outsource it to a third world country person on Upwork or Fiverr for like no money at all, and it's literally the easiest way to kind of buy back your time in the first level of things. And so I would recommend doing this if you are kept on time and you have like a lot of tasks that you do every day in and out that can be automated or delegated. So yeah, so what should be SOP'd? I've kind of already touched on this a little bit, but it is any repetitive task that can be documented and delegated. So example of this is if someone on your team wins the lottery tomorrow and quits, an SOP ensures nothing breaks. So that's why you should document really everything, and anything that is repeated more than once, SOP it, right? Highest level SOPs to start with: client onboarding, sales call booking process, and again DM setting, right? Instagram Reels, content flow, for example, lead tracking systems, payment collection, and invoice follow up, small Monday task. This is just a few examples. I wouldn't necessarily outsource all of this because I think some of them you should do your own, or it is hard to SOP. For example, sales call booking process. I think that's hard to just SOP. It's something you have to train for, so I wouldn't probably SOP that to begin with. It takes time to at least to SOP something that's so large. So yeah, you can also go a little further than this and then document processes. So that is, for example, like DM setting in the DMs. Funny enough, that's a whole process because it consists of different types of components in order to do that. You need like critical thinking. You need a little bit of technical savviness to know, and you need a little bit of sales knowledge, and you also need product knowledge of the product that you are kind of selling. So there's multiple things that come into play here. But yeah, so why should you do it? Why you should do it is because you could save time. It means no more re-explaining tasks to people. You can enable delegation on this, so it's easier to train setters and also VAs and train VAs. And it also reduces errors because it is the same process, so it gives a consistent result. I think it's actually pretty undervalued that you also SOP stuff that you do yourself every day, or maybe not every day, but something that you do regularly. We for example have SOP'd how we create webinars. So we did a webinar a few months back in the spring, but now we're doing another one in August or July or something for another client, and it's nice to have everything documented down because it's been a while since we've touched on that. So just having everything written down so you know exactly what to do, it's just so nice, and it removes a lot of like brain power for you to do the task as well. And yeah, it also prepares for scaling, as I just wrote here. Business becomes process driven, not personality driven, right? Okay, I need to fix this zoom. There we go. What? Okay, now I'm fucking completely up. There we go. Okay, moving on. So how? So bonus tip here is I would actually create SOPs while you're doing the task and not later. So that's also what I'm gonna come down to. But you need to like record it while you're doing it and hear yourself talk through it, because then if you do that first, then watch the video and then do it again, you get like so much knowledge about what you're doing, and you also get better at the task, meaning that it's easier to explain it for you. So you kind of need to sit down, record yourself, execute the task, because then you'll probably be surprised as to how much you need to explain it while you're doing it, and it does take a few tries the first time you're doing it. But you can just pick any repeatable task, and you do the task, you record your screen using Loom, and then you write it down step by step in Notion or ClickUp or Google Doc, whatever you need. And then in terms of the structure, I would have a title and a description. I would have whatever tools you need, what access you need. If there's like software access you need, then I would write all that down as well. And then I would have a step-by-step written guide with screenshots, and I would also have a Loom recording, because some people learn better with pictures and text, and other people learn better with videos. And also, if you need to like go back to the SOP, it's nice to have it all written down, so you don't have to like go through the video every time just to find that like one thing that you're looking for. So that's why. I would also have owner and review date, because SOPs also tend to get outdated. So you need to be on top of that and also update them whenever it is. Then I would store them in one place and organize them by like task type, department, or like overall theme or like subject. Yeah. And then pro tip, use the naming convention and text to keep it organized. So I brought a little screenshot of how we're doing it in Notion. So we have like one really big database, and then we just have them categorized into different tags, and then you just filter them out. So we have some for high level, we have some for sales, marketing, backend, not written yet, appointment setting, meta, school, webinar, and we also have a bunch of others as well. And yeah, so that's actually how we're doing it. And then we also have like this status here. So is it verified? That means that we are getting someone else from the team to verify that it actually makes sense and making them go through it. So you kind of quality check everything you're doing. And we have a few status like outdated, writing, editing, missing recording. So you can write it, then leave it, and then get it back and record it later if you want. But yeah, that's basically how we do it. And then I have a few tips for you here. Avoid doing this. Avoid making them too long, complicated. That's pretty self-explanatory, because it can get too complicated. So you need to really keep it as simple as possible. That's the easiest way. Yeah, and I will also update them regularly. You can always end up kind of forgetting about it, so I would put in like maybe a monthly or quarterly just to review the SOPs, and then delete those that you don't use anymore and update those that you are still using. And I would store them in one place, so not store them in 5 different places. And then yeah, again, creating the task for things you'll never delegate. We've also been down that road, so trying to like, oh, we should delegate this, but then like no one ever does it, so it's just sitting there, and it was a waste of time creating the SOP after all. In terms of SOP stack, I would just use Loom for screen recording, and I will use Notion for storage and organization. And bonus. So how to train a team with SOPs. So this is how you delegate it in like practice basically. I don't know why this is like, oh, there we go. So first of all, I would show the SOP, then I would watch them do it, and then I would give feedback on how they're completing the SOP or the task, because the SOP is basically the training manual. It's not a checklist. And I also use the SOP as part of our onboarding and also promotions. I don't know what the fuck promotions is, but yeah. There we go. I think that's everything for the SOPs. Let me know if you enjoyed it, or if you have any questions. I would love to share more about SOPs. We're kind of really into that type of stuff. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And also let me know if there's anything you want to see specifically me do a video on. Then I will happily do it. Thanks for watching, and see you.